All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Swole, and today we are going over how to send your Pro Tools session to somebody else, whether it's for mixing or whatever, or if you just want to send the files of the session and not the session. So we just gonna get straight into it. If you liking the vibe, like and subscribe. Here we go. Let me switch this around like so. Make sure that switch. Here we go. So I just got up a Pro Tools session right here. I'll play some of it.
And I never took a loss.
I took a bit.
Some Mikey shit, dance, catch me.
It's just something that I recorded a while back. Yeah, so we just gonna, this the first thing you want to do is save as. Because when you're trying to send a session, if you mess anything up, you want to be able to get back to the original with ease. So I just call it copy. That's just what I do. If I'm going to be sending a session, I just, whatever I named it, and just all caps copy at the end. So I'm gonna save that. So now we got this session and we good to go if we mess something up. So this particular example is going to be for save copy in and sending the entire session. So you want to click on this little tab right here. And actually, let me switch my camera. I'll click that back. Let me switch my camera to where. Make sure I switched. All right, yeah, switch. So you want to hit this little tab down here that y'all saw already, but then you want to hit this clips list, right? Or this little clips, this little arrow in the clips list, and then you want to hit select unused. So when you select unused, this will remove, and wait, select unused and then clear. So now we're gonna remove all of the unused stuff from the session so that the session is smaller, like you're sending a smaller file size, you know what I'm saying? You're not sending this unnecessary stuff that don't need to be sent. Now, I'm not gonna delete everything or move to recycle bin, because on the original session, I want to keep that stuff. If I delete everything, it's permanently deleting these files from the disk, and the original session ain't gonna have access to these files. So I may not want to delete them, but for this session, I just want to remove them so I can send a smaller file size of the session, right? So you want to remove all of those real quick and easy, blah, blah, blah. All them things is gone. So then we can close that back and I'll itch it a little bit. And now we pretty much good to go. You feel me? So now we going up here to file, save copy in. Click on that. You can adjust your settings if you want to. I just keep everything latest, but if you want to send to an older like Pro Tools, like older Pro Tools software or whatever, hey, you could do that. 32-bit is the 32-bit float is preferred to me. You can keep your sample rate whatever it is. The engineer or the person will probably be able to change it to what they need to change it to or whatever. But the biggest thing, besides maybe 32-bit flow, is click audio files. You just want to click audio files. That's it. You don't even got to worry about none of this other stuff, but you want to click audio files so that all the audio files will be sent. The Pro Tools session itself, that saves all of your plugins and where your faders were and all that kind of stuff, right? But your audio files will not be saved if you don't have this check. If you just send the session, like it'll just be the Pro Tools skeleton session. It won't be all of the files and stuff. So you want to check that and then click OK. And then I keep this the same, literally, because like when I'm sending a copy, I want people to know that's the copy. The only thing I'll do, if it's somebody who doesn't know who the artist is, I would put the artist name. What the hell, D? I've been typing crazy today. My typing skills been on another level today. It's just not working out. So yeah, if I'm sending this to somebody and they don't know who the artist is, then I will type the artist name before. But if they do know who the artist is, then I usually won't do that. But in this case, just for example purposes, Blot Owl, and I literally save it in the same folder. And you save that, and I was processing the audio files. All right, so now we got all the audio files processed. And I go to this folder. So you got our copy right there. And then you got a copy of that. That's all that should be in there. And now you just want to right click on this and compress it. You know, the same, however you compress your files or zip your files for Mac, same kind of, I don't know, same thing. So now we wait for that. In the meantime, how I send files, I use WeTransfer. I have a shortcut right here already, but you know, WeTransfer.com. There we go, WeTransfer.com. And then, you know, you want to email it to whoever you want to email it to. Blah, 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 at gmail.com. And then we're sending that motherfucking, oh, looks like one of the email. Oh, it's incorrect, but don't worry about it. And then, you know, your message, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to wait till that is done. There we go. And then you pull up your folder. You just drag that on in. And there you go. Well, it would say transfer. Okay, let me just, I'll put my own. Swole, Hammy. There you go. See, there you go, right? And you in there. You send that off and you good to go. That's literally it. Now, everything is perfect. They have your session, how you have everything going on, and they got all the files, everything good to go. So, the next way, if you're sending the session to somebody and they don't use Pro Tools to mix, or they're not going to be using Pro Tools to work on the song, this is the other way that you can send the session, and you'll just be sending the audio files. Now, one thing to note about this is if you've done any processing on the vocals, when you send the audio files, that processing will not be applied. The only thing that will be applied is like really any clip gain stuff that you have done on the vocals or on the beat, like how I've lowered the beat 12 dB, that will stay applied on the audio. So what you want to do first is you want to go through and rename these things so they are labeled appropriately. You see how this says, in this case, I actually did render this file because the artist came in and re-recorded this verse. So I rendered this file, or I consolidated this clip is what we're going to be doing, is consolidating the clips. But that's how you see this one is record. These are all record because that was the original recording session. But then they came in and re-recorded this verse. So now these are named that. But I was mixing this, so I didn't really need to, I knew what they were. But if this was, say, a type beat, you want to rename, you know, right here, double click on this and rename it the type beat name, you know, and then you want to make sure that this is named hook, whatever is the verse is named verse. This is, you know, lead. Like in this case, I would actually go, what's this? Oh, look, EQ. So I would pull this up here, and then I would bring that up here. So that would be V-Lead 4. This would be V-Lead 3. And then down here, these are just ad-libs. I might even just go like, because there's two artists on this song, so I might be like Detroit Diamond ad-libs and then Bravo ad-libs. You know, I would just so whoever's getting it, they know what's what, and they don't have to cipher through all that. So you go through and you rename everything and make sure everything's good. But then after that, I bring all of these audio clips up next to each other. So I'll move that down. I'll make sure all these audio clips are next to each other. Make sure we got everything. We're good to go. And then I just go right here and I click Control A. And that selects all of the audio clips. And then there's a shortcut for this, but if you don't know the shortcut, you can click on Edit and then go to Consolidate Clip. Here's the Alt-Shift-3, that's the shortcut. So we're gonna use the shortcut. We're gonna hit Alt-Shift-3, and now it's consolidating all of these clips. All right, so now we got all of these clips consolidated. And now, this is how we're gonna send them off. Okay, don't worry about that. We're gonna go, wait, what's this? I'm about to copy. So this is in the copy. Maybe it'll be right here. Let me see what time it is, 6:21. Okay, yeah, so these clips right here, these 421 clips. So if this date thing isn't up on your like list yet, you can right click, go to sort by, more, and then I just press D for date, and then I click date. But they got other date kind of situations, but I just use the one that just says date, and then I select that, click OK, and then I just hit this button one time. And you see I already have a folder right here because you know, just because I need to do that. But anyway, we'll just delete this for now. So these are the files that I just created, and then I will right click, I'll go new, and I'll create a new folder, Detroit Diamond, goodness gracious, I'm a boss, featuring Bravo, and I'll go stems, all caps. Then I'll hit that 2 times, so that comes back up to the top. Then I'll select all the clips that I just created, and then I'll move those up into this folder. And I'll delete that because I don't need that anymore either. And then I will right click this and compress that. And there you go. Now you got all the audio files in here. You got your beat, you got the leads, you got the ad-libs. And then that's obviously in the compressed, and then you go back to WeTransfer. You just drag that on in, and you're good to go. You transfer that, they send you a little code to verify that it's you, and you up out of here. Let's get that up off the screen, and then you good to go. You feel me? Okay. Light work, easy day. Nothing to it. And you switch that back around. We back in the thing. So yeah, that's how you send your Pro Tools session, and that's how you send just the audio tracks or clips if that's all you want to send. Maybe they're mixing in Ableton or whatever they're doing, you know. So yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. Suggestions, let me know in the comments below. If you liking the vibe, like and subscribe. We out of here.